Alright, we're playing Game of Thrones. This is obviously Ned Stark. He's in hell or something? I don't fucking know. This is Tywin, because he has gray hair. Ned kinda had gray hair, I think. I don't remember. Sean Bean does, I think. I think it's going gray. So yeah, you gotta control your character very precisely in this physics-based combat game. Character automatically tries to parry the weapon based on where your cursor is. And you attack based on where it is too, moving your character to add momentum. Moving your character away to avoid attacks and reduce the momentum against you. Very important where your hit lands on your opponent menu when it comes to how much damage is dealt. Face hits are a lot, so overheads are powerful. Normal swings go from right to left and then back. You can do a normal swing like that. You can do a backhand without having to do the normal swing by putting the cursor to the left of you. WASD strafes around where your cursor is. Takes a while to get used to how that works. Double click does an overhead. Leaves you wide open, but it does a lot of damage. See crouches. You can crouch under attacks. I've seen people do it. I haven't been able to do it myself. This looks funny. This is just the arena mode of the game. There's like a story mode kind of thing. You can trip like that. It's kind of funny. Watch out for the dental pick dude. It's not a good idea to let attacks hit you like that. You don't want to rely on the blocking, because the pick can very easily go around you and penetrate your skin. It's like it was made for avoiding shields. The pole part hits the shield and it just keeps going and lodges the hook into you. This game's really based around thwarting your opponent's attacks and counter-attacking when it's best. Like that. A few pot shots here and there to see if you can get around their guard. Try not to risk too much when you do them. Swords work really good for getting around guards, because all it needs is the edge to clip you a little bit. Doesn't need to hit the full brunt impact like with the mace like this guy has. There's two kinds of damage in this game. As you can see, I got some red damage and my yellow bar also has gone out a little bit. Red damage is lethal, it doesn't recover unless you get a healing thing or in the arena. You recover some after each win, but the yellow bar impact damage, it's what all weapons can do just by hitting you. It's kind of like stamina, but swords and shit, and the spikes on the maces hit you hard enough, and if like a hammer hits you really hard, it'll fuck you up, do this damage. hit doesn't land that great, but it still kind of hits you a little bit like that. That probably did stamina damage. Yeah, that's how bad a hammer can fuck you up. You really want to avoid this. It's not worth trying to block. We're trying to interrupt it by attacking him first. It's not the kind of attack I wanted to do. I'm going to keep the cursor on your opponent, otherwise it's very hard to land an attack. There we go. Axe Lady is next. I have no trouble with Axe Lady most of the time. Her swings are really short. Two-handed sword guy now. He's fun. He does a lot of parrying. Looks really cool, sounds really cool. Sword on sword action. It's not homoerotic at all. Kind of low now, though. You don't really want to try to block this much either. Bladed weapons, especially, because they do a lot of damage. Especially this one. This is a really strong weapon, the two-handed sword. Its weight combines with the slashing ability to do a lot of lethal damage if it nicks you. Really want to get in after he does the second swing. I'm always too scared of the blade, but I backed up too much. Hopefully you got too close that time. Overhead. Move items around. Drop them in the game world. Move bodies around. Alright, this next fight is the one-handed sword bitch I have a lot of trouble with. She barely gives any openings. Attacks a lot, gets under your guard very easily. Yeah. Alright. I'll take less damage next time and be a better match against her. One second. Let's do this thing.
Hey guys, Swift or
Alright. Let's play the video games. Alright, green man is down. Time for Great Fat Man. I guess he's Gryffindor. Fucked him up. Mace Man is pretty easy, his range is really short compared to the sword. So you usually get up and under his attacks. I get too cocky against this guy and take way too much damage generally. I haven't mastered the art of dodging his hammer yet. It's not too bad yet. There, that was a good counterattack. It's really not a good idea to try to overhand attack these guys with two-handed weapons. All they have to do is hold it vertically or horizontally and they can block really easily. Works best against shield. Guys with one-hand weapons can get up between their shield and their weapon when they try to block. Axes are really strong weapons in this game. I like the sword better because it has a long blade that can nick people really well, and if you don't hit the sweet spot. Alright, slit her throat. Two-hand sword guy. Won't take too much damage from him, and I'll be fine against the one-handed sword bitch. Too cocky against this guy and blocking when I should be dodging. It's really hard to hit him outside of a counterattack. Sword is so long. There, I got him in between slashes. Alright, and the sword bitch, just gotta take it really slow and play as defensive as possible. I'm gonna keep my cursor more at her sword than just her. So if she flings it in a specific direction, I should aim it more at that. God, she does that only needs one good fucking hit ever on me. She puts me on tilt. Yeah, fuck her.